Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Razorbacks will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will get the first swing of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run.
There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback getting through the progression.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
To the air. It's Hatchett. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
defense getting home with the pass rush. Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Hatchett. Catch in the middle, it's Wicks. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the grab. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully
gets loose in the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're going to run it. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to the running game. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And wings it incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hatchett. This one's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Wants to throw again. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Cal. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
He's got his man all the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's good. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bearcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Got it, looking for a first. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Bearcats! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Hatchett. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Flips it out in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Looking to the big tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Caught over the middle. It's Wicks. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Hatchett. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. By himself, he makes the grab. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going for 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville.
And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense.
He's loose. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Hatchett. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
He splits the uprights.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Ready?
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Hatchett. Fires to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I know one thing. The play didn't result in a good outcome, but I'm very impressed with the offensive line. Unbelievable job. Gave the quarterback plenty of time. Now let's see if they can adjust with the receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short in the first down. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, and the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for a man. It's Hatchett. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Let's go! From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to pass, it's good. They'll run the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
First down.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They'll run play action. Fires on the move. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Silva. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback making adjustments. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try to get the edge on the left. There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Everything going to the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Here we go!
Going to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Goes to the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hatchett. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Using the quick game.
The pass on second down. Caught by the back. No gain on the play.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's a defensive... late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hatchett. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Got it in the middle. It's Pope coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
So now it's second and long. Wants to throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense has struggled, and you're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with... Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W.